Matt Preschern, thanks for joining me. You're the CMO of HCL Technologies. Talk a little bit about the company and the journey that it's been on. I know you joined the company 2 years ago now in September as CMO.
Great, Jenny. Thank you very much for having me. A couple words about HCL. We are today roughly a $7 billion IT services company. We, if you think of our core business, we have an infrastructure business that's roughly $2+ billion growing at 17% in constant currency. Application services, engineering services, also a core business that we're in, and roughly from a revenue perspective, about 60% of our revenue comes from North America, about 30+% from Europe. We compete in 32 countries across the globe and are roughly 110,000 employees.
Wow.
So a large company, lots of growth. We grew at roughly 13.5% constant currency in 2015. And we're having a great year and continue to do so.
So we're going to talk about that, but when you came in, again, 2 years ago in September, kind of what did you identify as the biggest brand challenge for the company at that point?
Here's
and marketing
absolutely.
Opportunity.
So the great thing, and I don't know for those of you who have had a chance to go to India, those who may not have had a chance, we are a global company with a very strong Indian heritage. Our global headquarters is in Noida, right outside of New Delhi. And here's what I immediately observed on my first 2-week trip to India. HCL in India is probably one of the most respected and well-known technology brands. A fantastic brand recognition, one of the top 10 employers, in fact, in India. Great corporate culture. But as we have expanded and grown very rapidly, we're probably much less known in the parts where most of our growth comes from.
Absolutely, right.
We're not as known in North America. We have only limited brand recognition in Europe and in certain other parts of the world, but we have a fantastic story to tell. So as a marketeer, how do you take the core of this great company and now tell a brand relevant stories in various geographies to, targeted to the key decision makers that we're, going after.
When you first came into the job, what did you prioritize, and sort of what are some of the techniques that you're employing to make that?
So the couple. First of all, thank you. I really appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
Look, I personally have believed for many years, yes, there are some differences between B2B and B2C, but in the end of the day, key decision makers are people.
Yeah.
Our brands need to emotionally connect, and are we using technology to the extent that we should to actually truly drive a different customer experience? We basically have a framework. We call it the 21st Century Enterprise, and there's a few kind of tenets that we take really serious. Customer centricity and customer experience being one of them. The notion of truly being agile and lean as a marketing function, outcome oriented, right? Not just marketing metrics based. And then maybe also very important, I think the notion of ecosystems and partners becomes increasingly important. And if you take all of that, you say, okay, how do we actually meet the demands of a 21st century enterprise? How do we become more experience-centric, and when we build a brand, not only communicate it, but actually create end-to-end experiences? Are our outcomes truly designed to work with sales in a manner that we on the one hand are truly engaged at the top of the funnel, but truly help drive it all the way to closure?
Right.
Are we agile and lean enough? The notion of being always on, the notion of having an experience-centric culture that allows you to work on things, and if it works, you scale it. If it doesn't work, you adjust. Great.
Let's talk about some of the things you've implemented.
So one of the things, in the spirit of experience, also the importance to I think we would all recognize digital being important. We were fortunate enough just about a year ago to sign a global digital transformation deal with Manchester United. Manchester United, as most may know, roughly $650 million across the globe. One of the top 3 or 4 most valued sport franchises in the world. And I've had the opportunity to go to Manchester yes, a fantastic football club, but also a very forward-looking business. And the basic premise, if you have 650 million fans across the globe, chances are that only a very small percentage of those fans will ever have the opportunity to personally experience match day in Old Trafford, the name of this iconic 100-plus-year-old stadium. So why HCL? We're the digital transformation partner. We're helping build a much better web presence. We're in the process of updating a global mobile app that people will be able to, and fans will be able to access. We're also working with the ecosystem of partners on their digital journeys, and it's been one of the proud moments of my almost 2 years at HCL so far.